Hello and welcome or welcome back. It's Lori with Giggle Girl Arts. I'm here today to share a new project I'm starting. But first, I want to say giggles and greetings to Andrea's life. Thank you for watching my series of videos on finishing 2 junk journals. I appreciate all of the comments you left and I hope I helped with some of my answers. And thanks for subscribing. Keep watching. It's almost done. It's going to be a journal. It's a custom order for someone that is going to give it as a gift. And the customer said that her daughter is a kitchen witch. I didn't know what that was, so I had to look it up. And it's basically someone who uses food and spices and herbs to do things that are for better health. So it's like spells and stuff for better health. And they make food, and I'm not really sure what else. But I remembered that I had this paper pad by Stamperia, and I thought it would go great with that theme. And the customer agreed. Then the next thing I did is I went shopping on Etsy, and I found this digital kit by, I think it's pronounced Burka Ink. And this digital kit is called Vintage Wicca. And I will put a link down in the description box below if you want to get some more information about that. And I also found this set of digitals by the Digital Scratch. The Digital Scrap Helper. Oh, I cracked myself up. Did you hear that? I even snort laughed. Okay, and then I was like, I want to, have more colors. And since the daughter's favorite color is purple and jewel tones, I thought I would keep searching in my stash. And I found this paper pad and then some other standalone papers. I thought this paper pad would be good because it's got, because it has this reddish purple or red violet or violet red color in it. It's got some blues and greens. I probably won't use any of the black stuff. And then I've got a whole bunch of purple scraps and I've got a whole bunch of purple cardstock. So I'm gonna pretty much, this is gonna be a video series that shows the project from start to finish. All right, so the next thing I did is I started experimenting with various inks and putting color on the back of the papers where they were white, just to kind of match the colors that, the neutral colors that are used in the digitals. On this first page, I had rubbed down some inks on my mat. It's, non-porous, so the inks just kind of sat on there, and I sprayed them, and then I dipped the paper into the inks. And then when I flip it over, you can see that there were some colors that bled through to the other side. Then on this second piece, I put all of the inks. I used one of the distress dauber things and rubbed the various colors on here. And if I didn't say before, that first one was Tim Holtz Wild Honey and Tea Dye Distress Ink. Then on the second one, I used those 2 colors, plus I used the brushed corduroy Distress Oxide. And then again, the color came through on the front. All right, then on this third sheet, I used some Distress ink and Dusty Concord and started applying the ink with a dauber. Then I use some Victorian Velvet to color in one of the planets. Then I add in some forest moss, and I blend some crushed pistachio in with the forest moss. Then on the third planet, I use faded jeans. Next, I bring in one of the pages that I had done the inking on the back and add some faded jeans to that as well. Then I add in some Dusty Concord on this one. Next, I bring in another sheet of paper that doesn't have any ink on it at all yet and add some Dusty Concord and also faded jeans. And blend it together with Victorian Velvet. I continue to use these 3 different colored inks and work on blending them all together. I continue using these 3 different colored inks to blend and add on to the paper, and then I decide to go ahead and trim off the white edges. All right, so here are the papers after I finished inking them. These 2 are white on the back side because they're going to get glued together. And I've got 2 little pages here. And I've just got some old graph paper. This is, you're actually going to see me making this later. All right. And then there's a couple I know I'm going to leave out for embellishments or tip-ins or things like that. Oh, let's go up higher. All right, so one thing I forgot to mention earlier is that I am also using some of Dear Julie's digitals. I think it's called Botanical Backgrounds and Ephemera. I'll make sure I put the information down in the description box. I've already started using some of it, so here's, and I didn't even print up the whole kit, but here's what I've got so far. And then this last one is actually a digital of mine. I haven't put any up for sale or anything, but I did some coffee dyeing, and then I scanned them and I printed it out. So I've got some of those in there too. All right, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you like arts and crafts videos, and watch one of these other videos, and leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.